Thank you. Mr. Landry.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Admiral, thank you for your service and everything that the Coast Guard does, especially in the Gulf Coast. I've got 4 questions in 5 minutes, so could you just briefly describe the basic information provided by AIS to the Coast Guard?
Well, it's a lot more than positioning. It's crew. It's also what cargo they potentially are carrying. Again, this is if they're inputting the right information in, what their intended home port is, what their ported destination. There's a lot more information that's provided in there than just the GPS piece, and we use that for vessel management. That's correct.
Are there any drawbacks to AIS to the Coast Guard?
Drawbacks? No, it's a very useful tool for us.
Okay, great. When AIS is turned on, does the technology provide quality domain awareness for the maritime industry and the Coast Guard?
Oh, absolutely. As I say, the Coast Guard is not just the only user of that information.
All right, so if we assume that AIS is turned on or activated on every vessel, does AIS accomplish the same goals of NOA?
Could you describe that last acronym, please, sir?
Well, if we assume, based upon all of the information that you told me, AIS has the capability of providing for the Coast Guard, would it and let's say we
I understand, sir, for advanced notification of arrival.
Correct.
Probably not, because of the 96-hour requirement. The AIS coverage only in a majority of the area is, not enough such that would get the 96, other than some satellite notifications.
Well, and I guess, not in a broad sense. Maybe my question was too broad, but specifically for the problem that we're having with NOA, which I was so grateful in working with the industry on when it comes to supply vessels in the Gulf of Mexico and as they move, from port onto the OCS and then from rig to rig, well, hopefully from rig to rig, if we could get the administration back up to drilling again. But, you see what I'm saying? I mean, would that be a nice augmented approach to NOA specifically for American vessels that are operating in that type of environment?
Sir, we're kind of mixing a policy question here and a technical question. Technically, AIS does a great job in giving us, if properly used by the mariner, gives us great information on who's coming in, where they're going, and where they're at right now.
You let me know if you get in trouble for answering that, because I think you're right on. And
from the policy side, I don't think I can answer that one for you, but we will get back to you on that one, sir.
Thank you so much. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.